This is Ollie, and this is the second video on this YouTube channel and the second in the Star Wars Who Are They series. In this episode, I will be detailing the life of the famed Knights of the Old Republic star Darth Revan. Hope you enjoy. A human male, the individual later known as Revan, was born in approximately 3994 BBY, and some believe that he was born in the Outer Rim territories. The child who would later be known as Revan was eventually discovered to be Force sensitive and accepted into the Jedi Order. Jedi Master Kree claimed to have been his first teacher in the ways of the Force. Regardless of the truth of the statement, the human was trained along with fellow student named Alec on both the planet of Coruscant and on the Jedi Enclave on the planet of Dantooine. Both humans received further training from the Jedi Master Zara Leston, who noted the future Revan possessed of great power. One year, warriors of the Mandalorian culture began an invasion of the Galactic Republic's territories in the Outer Rim, bringing the Mandalorian Wars to the larger galaxy. Outraged at the Jedi Council's refusal to involve the Order in the conflict, the young Jedi, later known as Revan, began to move among the Order, arguing the Jedi should actively aid the Republic military in its fight against the Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders. The Republic media branded him as the Jedi's own Crusader, and the Crusader gradually gathered a following of like-minded Jedi as the number of military and civilian casualties continued to rise. Malak was the first to join the cause, and his friends soon became considered to be the honorary master of those who followed him. After the War of Malachor and the end of the Mandalorian War, Revan and Malak travelled to Nathimir, and they were astonished to discover the planet was completely barren of the Force. The two Jedi learned of the story of the Sith Lord Vitiat, who lived around the time of the Great Hyperspace War between the Republic and the Sith Empire 1,000 years earlier. In 4999 BBY, Vitiat had convinced many of the remaining Sith to join him in the ritual of Sith magic, but the ritual of Nathimir had resulted in the extinction of all life on the surface of Nathimir and the immortality of Vitiat, who took on the name of the Sith Empire and gathered the younger generations of Sith before departing the remains of the shattered Sith Empire. Determined to locate the Sith threat, Revan and Malak followed the Sith survivors' trail to the storm-covered planet of Dromund Kaas, which they discovered to be the capital of the new Sith Empire. Posing as mercenaries, the pair spent months learning everything they could about the Empire and its ruler, and they soon uncovered the Emperor's plans for an invasion on the Republic. But instead of warning the Republic, the two Jedi, proud and overconfident, believed they could defeat the Emperor alone, and they looked for a way to infiltrate the Imperial Citadel on the Empire's capital city of Kaas City, so they could confront the Sith ruler. The pair received aid from Yari, a member of the Imperial Guard who protected the Emperor, but the Jedi were unaware that all guardsmen were bound to the Emperor's will, and she was leading them into a trap. When Revan and Malak arrived at the Emperor's throne room, the Sith ruler was ready for them. Instead of fighting them, the Emperor reached out and dominated their minds, twisting the pair into willing servants and completing their fall to the dark side, before he scoured their minds for useful information, anointing his new servants as Darth Revan and Darth Malak, Dark Lords of the Sith. The Emperor sent them back to the Republic as vanguards of his own mission, ordering them to use the Ratican Starforge and to report back when they had crushed the Republic resistance. Darth Revan returned to Republic space at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Calling themselves the Sith, they declared war on the Republic. However, his intention was to unite the galaxy under one ruler so he could attack the ancient Sith Empire. He avoided attacking key places such as Coruscant, Onderon, and Dantooine. The Sith won the battle, and as the Dark Lord prepared to battle with the Jedi who boarded the flagship, Darth Malak, in the hopes of destroying both Revan and Bastila Shan. Though Malak believed himself to have killed Revan, they survived. Revan was severely injured, though, from the turbo laser blasts. Then he was taken in by Bastila Shan and the rest of the Jedi strike team to the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine, where the Jedi Council members chose to wipe Revan's memory and imprint the false identity which the player creates at the beginning of the game, Knights of the Old Republic. Throughout the game, Revan learns of his forgotten history and assembles a band of followers as he searches for the star maps that leads him to the Starforge, which Revan uses to make his army. Revan encounters Malak, who tells Revan that he was a former Sith Lord. At one point, Malak captures Bastila and turns her to the dark side. Her ultimate fate depends on the player's choice. In the game, the player can choose whether to turn Revan to the dark side or the light side of the Force. Regardless, Revan confronts Malak at the game's conclusion. According to canon, Revan returned as a Jedi Knight who stopped the Sith forces under Malik's control and destroyed the Starforge. The last scene in the game's ending, though, shows the principal characters, including Revan, being honoured by the Republic at the site of the Temple of Rakata Prime. Thank you for watching. This video was inspired by the rumours of Revan returning in Star Wars Rebels, so I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe and share.